Another striker in Ramadan Sananta. Plays for Persis Solo, club from Surakarta in central Java. He's chipped in with quite a lot of goals in the Indonesian top flight. He has got real pedigree. Let's see what Sananta can do here. At the moment it's Guinea on the offensive again. 2/3 of the way through this game. Tegu has made it back to the Indonesian bench with that injury, not walking freely. He's being attended to at the moment as the corner comes in. Strong play from Moriba. Keita has stayed down in the Indonesian box at the moment. He took a knock, and that's why Sumaila Sila is going to roll that ball out for a break in play to allow for some treatment if needed. It looks like he's okay. Madiu Keita belongs to Usair. Made his first team debut for them earlier in this campaign. A number of younger players with very little top team experience, admittedly, in this Guinea side. Moriba back to Madiu Keita again. Sends it down the line towards Al Ghassim Ba. Siaga Camara to Agibu. Slack play from Isiaga Camara, and again Indonesia have a chance to break here. Witan Sulaiman, the captain, looks for the free kick. The referee waves away the appeals. Bandage on his head is going to come off again, and in the meantime there's a problem for Guinea. Isiaga Camara gave possession away a moment ago. Seems to have a bit of cramp. Well, that might be an issue. We've only been playing for 63 minutes. It could go on for some time yet. That was the appeal for the foul, which, when you see the replay, looks like Witan Sulaiman had a case. He appeared to be just shoved off the ball by Agibu Camara. Well, this was that big chance, the chance of the second half. Al Ghassim Ba going around the goalkeeper, cutting it back for Alseni Suma, and his effort cleared off the line. Remaining Indonesian substitutes warming up. Made 2 changes already. Not discourage the Indonesian fans who are here today. Kabadiawara's Guinea still holding that narrow lead. Kabadiawara taking charge of the side for this game rather than Morley Cisse, who's previously been in charge of Guinea's under-23 team, who led them at the under-23 AFCON last year. Kabadiawara is usually the coach of the senior national team. Isiaga camera waiting for the green light to come back on. Guinea preparing another change as well. Isiaga Camara's afternoon is over, and it's Fude Camara who's coming on in his place, a defensive midfielder, slot into that position at the base of the midfield. Fude Camara of Sfaxien in Tunisia. Awkward one for the goalkeeper and the defender. And the first involvement for Fude Camara since coming on as he hooks that ball away. Well, it's been a hard-fought game. We are coming up to the midway point in the second half. Still everything to play for Indonesia, but as it stands, they're not going to be appearing at the Olympics, hoping to make it to the Games in men's football for the first time since Melbourne in 1956. Captain Witan Suleiman once again freed of that bandage around his head. Ball coming back. Finally, the shot comes in from Marcelino Ferdinand, but the Guinea defence able to deal with it, and maybe Algacin Ba can lead the breakaway again here. Trying to hold off Ferrari, who's got to be careful. Remember, he picked up that booking in the early minutes of the game. And he's been a constant threat today, Algacin Ba. Diawara's team looking for the second goal that would probably finish off this playoff. Said ahead of this match that the prospect of Guinea playing at the Olympics and possibly playing at the Parc des Princes in Paris, where he once played, was something he found very moving. He said it was very moving too for the numerous players in the Guinea team who are dual nationals, who have been born here in France. There's several of them. There is a strong Guinean community here around the country. But we are not there yet. They'll be made to fight for this by the Indonesian team, and now they have a problem with Agibou Camara on the ground, having taken a knock. He's in some pain, Agibou Camara. It's the right leg just below the knee that is the source of the problem. That's the challenge. Not even sure it was the contact from the Indonesian player so much as the way in which he went into the tackle. Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president, is here today. Things coming up on his agenda just over a week's time to the FIFA Congress in Bangkok. Today, enjoying the action here in Clairefontaine. Hard fought playoff tie. Agibou Camara is back on the field, and he is suggesting, I think from the words he was having with the Indonesian player there, that it was the contact in the tackle which left him requiring the treatment. Indonesia still in this. Can they get the equalising goal? Ball claimed by Soumaila Silla, who belongs in France's top flight, albeit hasn't made it as far as their first team. been stop-start, hard-fought, physical contest. Pratama Arhan taking a knock to the head there. Strike. Den Haag in the Netherlands competing for that ball on the far side. He will leave the throw here for Pratama Arhan. Suwon in South Korea, the man with the long throw. This is Indonesia's main weapon, perhaps, as they try to find equalising goal. Punched away by Sumaila Sila, who would have been very much aware coming into this game of the danger posed by Pratama Arhan from these situations. Guinea again can break. Unable to make anything of it. Tiredness shouldn't be an issue for Alseni Suma there. The number 7 only came on at half-time. I think it was just a bad decision from him. Now then, Adibu Camara trying to force it through to Alga Simba, who is onside. Had to go all the way himself here. And he drew the challenge from Dewanga, and Guinea have their second penalty of the afternoon. Well, Deandra Dewanga can't believe that the referee pointed to the spot there. It looks like Alga Simba maybe played for the penalty, you might say, but you also have to say the Indonesian defender didn't get anywhere near the ball. And Francois Letexier pointing to the spot. Kabadiawara's team, who got their first goal from the penalty spot in the first half, will have the chance to double their lead from 11 metres once again. Ba was the player brought down in the first half, and he was brought down without any question by Alfeandra Dewanga. Looks like this time Inax Moriba, who scored the first penalty, might be leaving the second spot kick for Ba. Can Hernando Ari perform any heroics? He does have a bit of pedigree in that regard. Saved a penalty against Australia in the recent Under-23 Asian Cup, a match that Indonesia won by 0-0. Kabadiawara's team looking to make it 2-0 from their second penalty of the afternoon here in Clairefontaine. The protests from the Indonesian bench and players all in vain. We're going to see another card produced here, I think, for a number of Indonesian staff. I think it is the coach, Shin Tae-yong. And it's a second yellow and a red. And he will finish his afternoon away from the technical area. He is absolutely furious at the decision to award the penalty, and his complaints have earned him a dismissal. The penalty award may well mean curtains for Indonesia's Olympic dream. And Guinea have still got to take the penalty. Alga Simba's got to keep his cool, standing there by the penalty spot with the ball in his hand. Witan Suleiman, the Indonesian captain, is asking for some explanation. Shin Tae-yong is convinced that his defender played the ball in that challenge, but it is all academic now. Still the complaints go on. Eventually things will calm down. The two captains exchanging their views. I think it's safe to say they don't necessarily see eye to eye. at all. Al-Ghassim Ba having to keep his cool. The referee looking across and telling his fourth official to escort Shin Tae-yong away from the technical area entirely, having received the red card. He's going to have to make his way back down the tunnel, perhaps take a seat in the stand for the remainder of this game. The referee is not going to allow proceedings to restart until the Indonesian coach has departed the scene. Well, he's deeply unhappy, and of course you can understand the frustration, because the second penalty award may well leave Indonesia with too much to do to come back into this game. But the decision will not be overturned. And Guinea are now looking, after a long delay, to double their lead here today. Al-Ghassim Ba, who won the penalty, who won the first penalty as well, misses off the post and away, and there is maybe a reprieve for Indonesia. Well, all that time spent waiting before he could take the spot kick, it was probably playing on his mind, and Guinea squander the chance to put this playoff to bed. The Indonesians will be fueled by a sense of injustice as they scramble looking for the equalising goal. There will be quite a lot of stoppage time as well, because there was a lengthy delay there before that penalty could eventually be taken. Let's see what they can do in response, or whether Guinea can eventually get that second goal. Put that down on the list of missed chances today. Al-Ghassim Ba been heavily involved. He missed one great opportunity late in the first half. Of course, he was at the origin of a big chance early in the second half when he went around the goalkeeper, Anando Ari, and laid the ball back for Alseni Suma, whose shot was cleared off the line, and now he misses from the penalty spot. Guinea team, remember, who are in this playoff because they lost the penalty shootout in the third place game at the Under-23 AFCON last year. We'll be hoping that that missed penalty doesn't cost them today. Over 10 minutes of the 90 remaining, plus injury time, of which there will be quite possibly 5 or 6 minutes. We had 6 minutes at the end of the first half. Indonesia still in this game, despite not really forcing a notable save from Sumaila Sila, the